YouTube, it's Lisa, and I decided to do a video on when you feel like you're starting to slip, when your bright lines are starting to slip, and unconscious triggers. I've been on, as of tomorrow, I will have been on bright lines for 16 weeks. And I have been absolutely thrilled with the program. I mean, I've been thrilled, and I actually thought there was nothing that could make me not want to be on the program. And that's actually, I really still do want to be on the program. And I haven't slipped up. I haven't I haven't been face down in a bowl of cookie dough or anything like that. But I have been a little bit worried because I have been feeling more and more, not necessarily tempted, but having those old feelings, and interestingly, triggers that I never even thought were there. I have this little book. It was one of the recommended ones from Susan's book, and it's 24 hours a day, and it's got a lot of scripture and stuff, but it's a book it's really for alcoholics. But I found this one today because I was feeling a little bit of that, like, what am I going to do? I've been feeling, why am I feeling this? I'm having total success. I'm super happy. Why am I suddenly feeling this like desire every now and then to eat and things like that? So I thought I would read this. It doesn't have page numbers, and I had to put on my glasses because I'm becoming elderly. The thoughts that come before having a slip are often largely unconscious. It is a question whether or not our subconscious minds ever become entirely free. So it says alcoholic, but let's go with food thoughts. I'll insert food every time it says alcohol or alcoholic. So it is a question whether or not our subconscious minds ever become entirely free from alcoholic thoughts as long as we live. For instance, some of us dream about food when we are asleep, even after several years of being free from food. During the period of our food days, our subconscious minds have been thoroughly conditioned by our food way of thinking, and it is doubtful if they will ever become entirely free of such thoughts during our lifetime. But when our conscious minds are fully conditioned against food, we can stay sober, and against food. Subconscious mind and our subconscious minds do not often bother us. So am I still conditioning my conscious mind? So I don't know if that is, I don't know if that spoke to you like it spoke to me, but I was starting to realize some of my triggers I didn't realize were triggers. I don't feel like I'm a person who passes Taco Bell and suddenly needs Taco Bell, or passes a donut shop or suddenly needs donuts. And so I thought I was kind of, living the easy life. But what I have found is, like today especially, which is why I'm making this video, is I had a really long day today. I call myself, I'm an extroverted introvert. Nobody would ever guess, people who don't know me really well would never guess that I'm introverted. I put on a very extroverted front and we go places. I'm very extroverted, but I really need my downtime. We homeschool our kids, so today we had the last day of co-op, and for 3 months. So I was just like on all day long, like chatting with people, and we stayed late so my kids could play with their friends. And when I got home, I was completely exhausted. And the first thing that I felt like I needed was sugar. I felt like I needed sugar. So I was able to kind of calm that feeling down and not have any sugar, but it was really a strong feeling. And then my baby had been up all day because she hadn't had a nap because we were at co-op, and she was crying, and I just felt like if I could just sit down and have a cookie or something, I could get through my day. So I was able to push those feelings aside, and I didn't really put too much thought into tiredness being a trigger until my baby went down for bed, and my husband took my 4 other kids to Walmart, and after they left, I started fantasizing about food and what I could eat and what I could have and what could I binge on? And then I told myself, no, you know, that's not for you. And I kind of went through the food is poison to you, and no food, you don't need it. But I realized very suddenly that one of my triggers was being alone in the house. I used to binge when I was alone in the house. Whenever somebody would go somewhere, I would eat cookies, I would eat cake, I would eat lots of things that people wouldn't notice were missing. I would eat frosting from the can because nobody would really notice that was missing. Since I do most of the cooking, a lot of things would go, you know, unmissed anyway. But if we didn't have any sugar in the house, if we didn't have any cake or cookies or anything, I'm definitely the sugar person, not necessarily like I wouldn't binge on potato salad. I would definitely binge on cake and frosting. And so I would, if we didn't have any of that in the house, I would make my own. I would take oatmeal and brown sugar and butter and like mix it up in a bowl and microwave it and make my own oatmeal cookie. And this was the first time that I kind of put together that the minute that door slams, I feel hungry. I feel like I need to eat. And so this was an amazing revelation for me. So I thought I would share it and kind of hoping that y'all will look out for those subconscious triggers. And yeah, so I hope this helps somebody. It kind of helped me to tell y'all about it. Not that there's anybody to tell. I have 0 subscribers. So there's nobody to tell, but it helped me to talk about it. So anyway, everybody stick with your bright lines and have a great one.